Let's talk about Lookin Thao. This is Lookin Thao, y'all. And I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. All my Asian brothers and sisters out there, please excuse me if I violate it and I pronounce wrong. But that's not what this is about right now. We talking about, where you at? Lookin Thao, right there. So let's talk about Lookin Thao. Now, we already know that Derek is problematic. Derek was on 19-year tenure, 18 complaints, and only 2 closed with discipline. 2. And one of them was like a little letter or something. Like write a note to his mom telling him he was acting up on the job. I don't know. But Lookin Thao, he has 6 complaints too. He's also a problematic police officer. And probably when Derek was out there with his knee on George's neck, the reason why Lookin Thao was out there looking and not trying to tell him, bruh, you might want to take your knee off his neck. You might just, how about just stand him up, sit him on the curb like most cops do? Because I know after I get handcuffed, I usually get sit on the curb. They sit me down on the curb for a little bit. Let me think about what I did, cool off a bit till the other cruisers arrive, right? Till they decide if they're going to keep me or let me go. They sit me on the curb. It's not about me. We already talked about my tenure in jail. So he already has 6 complaints. 5 were closed without discipline, and 1 is still open. Thao still got an open disciplinary complaint against him right now. But not even that. Do y'all know Thao, Lookin Thao, be throwing hands too? Because see, Lookin Thao brutalized a man named Lamar Ferguson in 2014. Him and some of his other cop buddies. I don't know if it was the same little crew that was out there laid all up and down George Floyd's body, but another crew of police officers, Minneapolis based, they put the whoop down on Lamar Ferguson. They punched, kicked, and kneed Lamar Ferguson in his face and body so badly that they literally knocked teeth out of his head. Lookin Thao said, I ain't had nothing to do with it. The same way Lookin Thao is going to say with George, I didn't have nothing. I was just standing there, just being a looking ass Thao. Y'all know how I do. I be looking ass off everything. Y'all know how I do. I be looking ass. No, you wasn't looking ass. You beat Lamar Ferguson's ass to the point where y'all knocked his teeth out of his head. He filed a lawsuit against y'all. In 2017, they settled that lawsuit. The lawsuit was for excessive force. They settled that lawsuit. I believe it was like a couple, maybe 25,000, something like that. It was a hefty amount. But what hefty amount is going to take back the trauma that Lamar Ferguson suffered, the teeth that was knocked out of his head, the injuries that will forever remain on his soul. But Lookin Thao ain't always looking ass. He throw hands too. Just want to give y'all a little background on Lookin Thao.